Right. It's to bring attention to the people and their stories, and it's also to, have an effect on the outcome here. Because should enough people decide that this is important, and they will make one telephone call, then it could turn the whole thing around. It will turn the whole thing around. That's what we've been told by the governor and the general. That should enough people weigh in on the issue, then they'll have to do something to stop it.
As far as your health and safety, though, eventually you've said this time you're going to continue fasting until
the deployment is stopped.
Until the deployment is stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm fasting on water, and I do take vitamin supplements to keep my strength and mental agility.
So how long has it been just recently here that you haven't really ate anything?
Today's day 17.
Day 17.
Water and tea and vitamin supplements.
Oh, and you're standing up even still.
Yeah.
That's
I get tired
incredible.
this time of day. So.
Yeah. Are you staying here all the time, or do you?
I have been here. We have had a presence here 24/7 since November 1st.
My other concern is just about your health. Sure, and I hear some talk around that it's just it's sad that you're that you're going through this, and that nobody wants to see you become unhealthier and unhealthier, and so there's concern for you.
Yes.
And in your concern for your fellow man.
Yes.
So it's pretty powerful what you're doing, but I am concerned, and just don't want to see, I
appreciate where that comes from. For me, this part of it is a spotlight. It's a spotlight on the suffering that people have to go through, and what they're being asked to do are crimes against humanity and against their own souls. And it feels like, so many of them really, if they had a choice, wouldn't do this. They wouldn't choose to engage this way, but feel disempowered to the point where, they just keep going, out of habit, out of a sense of duty, out of a sense, for whatever reasons they keep going back over. The fact of the matter is we have the power to stand and speak for them when they can't speak for themselves. And for me to have a public stage in which to show people, that this is what this is costing people. These are the costs. This is what is happening to their families. This is what is causing, tremendous rate of jumps in suicide and PTSD and all of the repercussions that come with repeatedly sending people into war zones. I was in a war zone in 1990. I lived in Kuwait when Saddam invaded it. And so I've seen war firsthand, and I've made a commitment to do whatever I could in my lifetime to see that sort of suffering didn't take place without people knowing what the...
So you feel that your suffering, as compared to what the world and some of these other people are going through, it's probably small compared to what a lot of people are going through.
Exactly.
And you have to probably suffer to get this message out. There's some suffering involved. I don't
see it as suffering, though. I see it as, for me, it's the highest form of prayer I can offer up. And a sacrifice. The most I can sacrifice here, put on the line, is my life. Yeah. And so that's what I'm doing. Is I'm doing what people just routinely expect of the people that we send, over to continue to fight these wars. Greg, could you turn that down, please? I'm sorry. Or maybe we could just...
Oh, yeah, just...
I'm sorry, I'm just having a hard time.
Yeah, I hear you.
Get distracted easily.
I can imagine. Shoot. I wasn't prepared to see you so quickly. I thought I was looking, she's not even here. We'll have to come back. And those are some of your signs up there, right?
Some sunshine, yeah.
Yeah, the sunshine's nice.
I'd be happy to follow you over there if you wanted to get footage of it.
Well, I'm going to walk over that way here. Okay. So, we'll walk that way. We can walk.
Sounds good. You want to come, Greg? We're going to go back across the street.
I'm going to walk over there from... I think your message is getting out to people, and it is bringing awareness. And hopefully it's going to inspire people to make phone calls and to kind of in solidarity and support of you, and you in turn solidarity with our guardsmen.
Right.
And trying to bring peace on earth and stop the fighting.
Yes.
I kind of envision sometimes too with our leadership that like teenagers at home, you have to tell them knock it off. When the adults get home, they say knock it off. And we need that from our leadership here to say, let's knock it off.
Exactly.
And so it's good that we're right here in front of the Capitol.
Yes.
And this is, wow, it's kind of...
I have 6 children of my own, too, and so life to me is so very, very precious. And it seems that I can't imagine the fact that we keep doing this and there aren't more people saying that. And doing so in ways that really like force others to stop and look. And sometimes it takes like drastic efforts and drastic measures to get people to stop and look.
Yeah.
In a society that's so drenched with violence and so drenched with stories of murder and mayhem that, you know, we become numb and immune to the suffering that goes on right around us and what we're continually doing and inflicting upon other countries and upon the very people, you know, right here, the people we call our friends and neighbors, the people who we routinely expect to step up and carry out these kinds of...
People get so lost too, just in what's on TV, what are we going to eat tonight and go and do, and just everything but important things.
Right.
And
now I'm the only one fasting here, so what it is people come and bring lunch, and sometimes that...
Up here they'll drop a lunch off for you, or what?
No.
Or for themselves?
For themselves, right.
Yeah, well then, boy, now you got all the food right here, right around you, huh?
Yeah, well, it is all around me because I am the only one fasting, but if you'll forgive me while I just put stuff away.
Yeah, that's fine.
My friend comes down with his children, and so the children are up here having lunch today.
Well, gosh, if I was, I mean, that's sort of an oxymoron in a sense, but not that I want to say anything.
What is?
Well, that, here you are fasting, and someone's going to come down and eat lunch with you.
They do, and in fact, I go and I sit with my friends while they have lunch. I gotten used to it. In fact, I go over and I cook for my friend and his family on occasion because he's a single dad. And I really enjoy seeing people eat and seeing people be,
healthy and happy or in their own needs.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm just choosing not to take in food because I really want people to stop and look at what's happening here.
And you have to almost take a drastic measure in order to get people's attention these days, I think.
Yes. Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, are you living around Salem here?
I live in Corvallis.
In Corvallis, I see. Yeah.
Or I have lived in Corvallis. I'm not sure where I will be living after this is over because I'm
in transition.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna maybe look at your button there too. Let's see that. And this one over there, I got to focus on. Doesn't want to. It says, "You must be the change we wish to see in the world." That's Gandhi. Yeah. Okay. Well. I really appreciate what you're doing out here, and your message that you're sending, and your determination, and your willingness to not just hold a sign for a day and then go home, or you've really made a commitment. But I worry about you.
Thank you.
And I hope that it all comes out okay for your cause, for you, for all the kids in Iraq. Yes. My cousin committed suicide in Iraq. He was working with Petraeus, and he was a high-ranking colonel, and he shot himself. So for the very issues I know, and the people that are over there, stuck over there, it's us right back here in front of this building, and the people in that building that are going to make it stop.
That's right.
And I don't see anybody out here trying to make it stop. You, right now, I'm sure there's other days, and there was a great group down here, and we're all pushing for peace, but yeah, there's not, I mean, as I look around, there's nobody out here, and here you are, tried and true and steadfast, and thank you. I give you a hug. Okay. Well, hopefully we can make some progress here.